Welcome, wrestling fans. You got the show. Bill Skyley here at You Got the Show on Twitter. Follow me there for sure. One Wrestling, and of course at the Big Slam Nation. Now, this is the debut, the official, absolute #1 debut of Fandimoniom, my new One Wrestling show where we talk about a little bit of everything and anything going on in professional wrestling and what my opinions are about what needs to be changed and what needs to keep going the way it is. Again, welcome. If it's your first time checking me out here at One Wrestling, my friends, please click that subscribe button below. Follow me here on YouTube and, of course, hit me on Twitter, and I will be with you, hitting you back, talking with you all the time in the Big Slam Nation. That's me, my bros, Big Ray Show, Fame Black, Billy Ray Valentine, 8-Track Brown, OK Fabe, the Professor Quintana, so much to do. Every week we have the Big Slam Nation show telling you everything going on in professional wrestling. Now, we got some top news that's kind of broken in the last day or so. WWE. First off, it started a couple days back, was they have that Kota Ibushi, very happy in the CWC. He wants to be the greatest wrestling star on the planet, which means he is not quite willing to sign with the WWE unless the WWE gives him his shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. And by giving him that shot, that means you're going to make him champion. He wants to be the man in the sport. And let's face it, folks, even though I'm one of the biggest fans of Shinsuke Nakamura, this kid, the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi, is the future of the business. He's got the look, he's got the moves, he's got it all, and he would be what would be perfect and where the WWE needs to go into the international markets and stop just focusing here on the US, Canada, and the UK. Japan is very, very important for the business now. I foresee New Japan Pro Wrestling and the WWE merging and working some type of arrangement out in the next year or so, whether it's actual pay-per-views, tours in Japan, whatever it may be. Just like we have the brand split and these guys doing things in between, we easily could have a mixed New Japan show, especially say one from specifically on the network, and NXT one. That would be outstanding. Fans, let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about Kota Ibushi. There should be no thought in their minds. Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, William Regal, whoever it is that's the one that's got to make that signature on the line. You sign Kota Ibushi, and you sign him for a match at WrestleMania 33, and because the other stars are so huge, you need to have it be at the least a 3-man main event for the world title. Who would these 3 men be? It would be Kota Ibushi versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor. Nothing better for that, and for a main event, unique, and it would be a major seller in the international market, my friend. Vince McMahon, it's time for you to look the fact that it's 2016. It's going to be 2017 time to get the product up into that next level into the future. Now we have problems that have hit in the WWE. 2 stars suspended over wellness policies. Actually, I mean, this is your third, because you had, of course, Roman Reigns with his policy. Now we have Alberto Del Rio and Paige both getting 30-day suspensions. My God, Paige and ADR. I really believe this is Alberto Del Rio's swan song for the WWE. Whether he did this on purpose or whatever it may be, I feel he's very unhappy. And when he on the return he made to the WWE, they did not treat him properly again. They did not book him like they were supposed to, and this may be his way out. I say Alberto Del Rio will be in Impact Wrestling TNA by the end of the year, out of his contract with the WWE, and he will become a major superstar for TNA, and another one that will help boost them up and bring them to that solid second promotion of the North American wrestling scene and going worldwide as they begin to sign bigger stars from across the planet. Paige very easily could wind up leaving the WWE, going anywhere in the world. She could go back to the UK. She could hit Shimmer and Shine, and I could see her in the Knockouts division in TNA as well. What a boost that would be to the up-and-coming growing Knockouts division. Something that's a specific issue I have with the Knockouts being in a spot right now where they're not at the best that they've ever been, to say it politely. And I think it's time that they look at signing some new superstars for the Knockouts division. Superstars of the like of bringing back Jessica Havoc, bringing back Alpha Female. Those two women right there were not properly used because the man in power at the time, the booker, did not really have any kind of feeling or desire to have the women's division be in effect at all. And he let them flounder, and they did not get to perform to the utmost. I have seen these women fight each other on the independent scenes. I have seen them going on their own. And a matter of fact, Jazzy, shout out to you, my girl, my friend from Germany, who joined us on Big Slam Nation as one of our best, most favorite guests of all time. Love you, Jazzy, and I know you're having a great time watching the Olympics, seeing Germany just cleaning up out there. But that's a story for another day. We'll talk about that, Jazzy, at another time when we get a chance to chew the fat. And there's so many other good girls out there to sign for the Knockouts, and you got to agree to this. Amber O'Neal, Christina Von Eerie, formerly Toxin, she was a member of the Knockouts division, and she has changed and grown so much now. She's a champion elsewhere. She would be perfect coming in. Christina Von Eerie and Rosemary, what a combination that could be. Billy Corgan, please pay attention. Ivelisse, another one. Blue Pants herself, Leva Bates. They're not using her in NXT. She is a major star, and she would blow up in the Knockouts division. Santana Garrett, bring back a.k.a. Brittany, another one you didn't use properly at the time because the man you had there didn't want to. But now you're looking to make the Knockouts stand up and above NXT and the women's division in the WWE. Santana Garrett, one of the best women wrestlers on the planet. Bring in Tessa Blanchard. NXT's dropped the ball. They haven't made the real four horsewomen with Flair and Blanchard together again. You bring her in, Billy, and have her be the superstar like her father and her stepfather in the business in TNA. Tessa Blanchard, one of the best young superstars on the horizon. Candice LeRae, Kimber Lee, and cheerleader Melissa. Sign these women right now, and my God, the Knockouts division will go to the moon, and it will just blow away the competition like that. They won't know what hit them. And you got other things that need to be done in TNA. We've got to rebuild the X division. Again, option C I talked about prior, eliminate it. It's done. It's done. It's had its time. It was there specifically for Austin Aries. It's not needed anymore. The situation with Bobby Lashley holding that title, ridiculous. Now, an interesting fact with titles, as he's collecting them all, is that there's going to be some kind of universal title in TNA that's being brought forth where they're going to shelve the King of the Mountain belt one more time, but actually put that title itself gone and not to be seen again, and the brand new universal title I'm looking at possibly as a intercontinental type of title to go along with the world title, because they need to have some other individual titles. I thought a television title would be perfect, but a universal title just might be the ticket in bringing in more stars from around the globe and having them be your universal stars. But other men to sign for the X division and to help build your tag division as well. Shane Strickland, aka Killshot, AR Fox. Bring back Jigsaw, one of the guys you always went to use for your tournaments. Sign the man. He's one of the best masked superstars in the business. Matt Riddle, Timothy Thatcher, Ricochet. My God, somebody sign Ricochet and get him in. By the by, him and Tessa Blanchard are an item, and it would be awesome to have both of them on your promotion together. Just a little hint there, Billy. Check that out and do that. Ricochet would be one of the biggest superstars and would blow up your promotion, TNA Wrestling, off the charts. What he has done as Prince Puma for Lucha Underground, what he's doing in New Japan, what he could do here in the X division and becoming also a world champion or a universal champion would be unthinkable right now, but it would be the best move possible. One of the greatest stars not signed by a major organization in North America. Marty Scurll, Pete Dunne, Brian Cage, Ross and Marshall Von Erich. The Von Erichs are chomping at the bit in Noah. Bring them back to TNA and let the Von Erich legacy live again. The Killer Elite Squad, Harry Smith and Lance Archer. Lance Archer, a former TNA superstar. Harry Smith, the son of Davey Boy, the British Bulldog. Killer Elite, one of the biggest superstar tag teams on the planet. One of the greatest gaijins in Japan. Bring them in, and how it would be to get an arrangement with a quality Japanese team of Noah, working together with them, just as the WWE wants to work with New Japan. And of course, Big Mike Elgin and Ryback, the big guy. Ryback is rumored to be going to TNA. He's also rumored to be possibly going to New Japan, because Mike Elgin really wants to have him as a tag partner where they can be the new Hanson and Brody, the new Dr. Death and Terry Gordy. They're those kind of guys, and they would be tremendous, and they would just rip apart TNA's tag team division, which needs to be rebuilt. I can see a feud between them and the Killer Elite right now. That would be matches of the year. And with that, I mean, right there is enough to help you out. And then there's one more team that's sitting out there at Ring of Honor that really doesn't appear to be happy and didn't want to sign with NXT. But they could very well sign with TNA if they were offered the right contract with the right deal. Who am I speaking about? Two of the greatest single stars and tag team stars on the planet. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Red Dragon. Sign them. End of story. You got these other superstars that have grown here now in the WWE due to the CWC. They have Kalisto, Grand Metalik, Pentagon Jr. is possibly coming in. They need a nice, beautiful Japanese faction. As I talked about having Nakamura and Golden Star Kota Ibushi blow up against each other, this could be something that grows throughout the year due to the breakup of this faction, similar to Chaos in New Japan. Who would this be? Obviously, the star Kenta, now known as Hideo Itami, Shinsuke Nakamura, Asuka, Kota Ibushi, Akira Tozawa, Saya Sanada, and Taijiri. What a international Japanese team that would just come in and blow apart the WWE. They wouldn't know what hit them. I would have them start out in NXT and just work their way up to the main event at WrestleMania 33. And of course we have stars in Bobby Roode, Austin Aries, Cedric Alexander, and Anthony Nese. Why do I mention these four gentlemen? Because I foresee these guys as possibly being what would be the new era's four horsemen, the new evolution. Bobby Roode, glorious. His former tag team partner, the greatest man who ever lived, Austin Aries. Cedric Alexander, one of the biggest surprise stars coming out of the tournament. Cedric Alexander is in the best shape of his life, and he's one of the greatest superstars to come out of Ring of Honor in some time, and he deserves to be part of a faction like this. And Anthony Nese, the perfect big man, the muscle guy, to be part of this Four Horsemen-esque faction. Think about that, Triple H, and please, you got to sign Kota Ibushi. Don't let him slip away. He's too big of a star. Too much can happen. Now, I also want to hit you real quick that Ring of Honor is finally making a little noise out there. Who would that be? The best man, my favorite, Adam Cole, baby, is possibly going to face at Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view. Could he be going up against, finally, Jay Lethal for the title? This is something that fans have been clamoring for a long, long time. Could it be Cody Rhodes, another match candidate of the year? I could foresee Jay Lethal going up against Adam Cole, Cole winning, and Jay Lethal contract ending, leaving Ring of Honor to debut in NXT and become the biggest superstar that he's been born to be in the WWE. If he possibly may make a run for New Japan, he could be a star there as well, but he's built for the WWE. And with that, I want to give a shout out of congrats from myself, from One Wrestling, from the Big Slam Nation, from everybody involved with us. Kenny Omega, the G1 Climax Tournament winner. Kenny Omega, one of the greatest stars on the planet. He proved it here in this tournament. He is being groomed to be the giant, great Gaijin superstar in Japan since Finn Balor left, Prince Devitt, AJ Styles is gone, the Bullet Club fractured apart, and it's him and the brothers. You know who I'm talking about. Super Kick Party, baby. The Elite are doing it in New Japan, but Kenny Omega is just the be-all and end-all. A guy that can do a match literally with a broom, with a rubber doll, with a little 10-year-old kid in the ring. Kenny Omega would come to the WWE and blow them apart. TNA, he would be their champion easily. Ring of Honor, as a permanent star, would dominate and be a champion for years. But I mean, I only am a fan. I'm only calling it as I see it. So fans, this was Fandimoniom episode 1. What I need you to do is subscribe down below. Leave your comments about what I've talked about, things I brought up, your opinions on who should be signed, who should be let go, what should happen till Del Rio and Page, Kota Ibushi, should they sign him and go with him all the way to be that world champion? He would be the first legitimate Japanese champion in the WWE. Groundbreaking. Stephanie and Triple H, that is your brainchild. This is your baby in NXT and everything that's grown from it. And a Japanese world champion would be the icing on the cake for your careers and where you want to take the WWE into this new millennium. I am the show, Bill Schuyler. Follow me at You Got the Show. Follow Bill Apter at Apter1 Wrestling. Follow us at One Wrestling. Follow me and my entire tag team partners, the biggest faction in the wrestling IWC, the Big Slam Nation. We are the be-all and end-all brothers. We'll take on anybody, anytime. We got it all, the best brains in the business. Big Ray at Big Ray's show. Obi-Wan, you know me. Billy Ray Valentine. Pharaoh of Fancy, 8-Track Brown. The dirtiest player in the city, and it's all in capitals, my friend. Fame Black at Fame Black, who does Raw reviews every week. Fame Black's Raw. And OK Fave, who does the SmackDown review each and every week after the live event. The Professor Quintana at PROF at the, oh my lord, the PW Hustle, which of course is that's the adult podcast by Billy Ray, the Professor, 8-Track Brown, Big Ray, and other little guests that pop in here and there. Don't miss it. And the Professor's got a great perspective now where he's laying in the SmackDown. Check it out on YouTube as well. With that, my friends, I will see you at the matches, and I'll catch you down the road.